discovering with no cares, life is so easy. Can I justify being lazy if I'm the skeleton of what I could be? I had enough of the world, always begging me, do this, do that, so I'm escaping. Fight or fight, is it right to run, or am I falling short of who I should become?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Stream night. Shara lost her icons. So this should be, if I'm guessing the timing of how this is going to work out right, this will probably be stream 3 of 4 for this game. I guess.
Time to acclimate yourself to scuba diving. When you're done, turn here. You might also want to familiarize yourself with the Morris Model 14 spear gun. It could come in handy.
I love spear guns.
That shoots out a thin, tensile line capable of supporting the weight of an adult human of average size. When the line is fastened to certain suitable clasps or hooks, the device's miniature motor will lift you automatically.
Return to your hotel to see if Agent Goodman has left a message for you. In either case, contact him and make plans. You'll need his help if you're to succeed.
Room 201. Any messages for me?
No, ma'am.
Well, hello there. I let myself in. I hope you don't mind.
I could have shot you.
Oh,
But then
jeez.
you would have felt guilty.
Don't be so sure.
Aw, come on, be nice.
You might have warned me you were planning to blow up the bloody ship.
I wasn't expecting you to be aboard long enough for it to matter. After all that talk about how sneaky you are, I figured you'd get aboard, grab the stuff, and get back off.
Things got complicated.
I've heard that before.
Probably from your mother. What the hell were you thinking anyway?
Well, between the shipping manifest, the captain's log, and your photos, I figured we'd have what we came for. So why not inconvenience the bad guys a little?
There's only one problem. I don't have the manifest or the captain's log.
Oh, that's just perfect. Never send a woman to do a man's work.
She's gonna slap
Hey,
him.
it was your surprise demolition work that got us into this mess.
If you'd done your job, it wouldn't have been an issue.
How could I do my job when the whole bloody ship was going down? You nearly got me killed.
All right, I'm sorry I didn't warn you. Are you happy now?
Not much of an apology, but I guess it'll have to do.
Did you at least manage to place a beacon in the radio room?
I did.
Well, I hope you're up for a swim.
Room service!
You ordered room service?
Get down! You must have been followed. Listen, head for the safe house and grab some scuba gear. I'll arrange for a boat.
Right. Any recommendations on how we get out of here?
It's you I'm worried about. They know your face.
All right, in that case, any recommendations on how I get out of here?
Are you afraid of heights?
I'm comfortable with anything under cruising altitude.
All right then, head for the roof. They won't expect that. I saw a fire escape in the back. You should be able to get down that way. Try to slip out of here without being seen.
I'll do my best.
Who's over there? Wake up!
He's right out there.
Who's there? She comes!
He's not going well.
Are you okay? This person's dead, yeah?
Is there a way I can get up?
Is someone there? Maybe I just think I'm hearing things.
Did he say like a way to get out that I missed?
Wake up!
Yeah, that's what I heard too, but
What was that noise? Over there! Oh, get his body out of here! Come out wherever you are.
what is that? The service in this hotel is terrible. I cannot believe there is no filet mignon available for lunch. I refuse to eat fish and will take my business elsewhere. Sounds like Kinji.
This is supposed to be a respectable hotel.
Where's the fire escape?
Here she comes!
Tasty cola, orange fizz, and fizzy soda.
Sie kommt! Alarm! Alarm!
I like this little dance there. That dance.
We've shut down the elevators! Good. Stay here in case she comes this way.
Oh, I missed the flavor text.
This way!
Here she comes!
I'm not cleaning up this mess.
Okay, lady. I like that she just, it didn't phase her. She's just like, whatever, I've seen it all. at me? That was lame.
Oh, get his body out of here! Toten sie ihr!
Oh, they're so dramatic in death.
Here, I'm not going anywhere! This person's dead, yeah? Are you okay? Wake up over there!
No, I wasn't. I was trying to figure out what the key was because it's bound to F6. I normally bind it to F5, so F5 wasn't working.
I'm not cleaning up this mess.
At least you get to see her again. I fell off the edge. What's going on here? This is one thing I do not miss about old games. Old games, for some reason, just could not get ladders right. They just, I don't know. It was like the hardest thing for some reason. Why won't you work? That's what I was looking for now. Is there another way out? See, the thing fell that I walked along. This collapsed, so I can't go back. If I drop down, I die. Can't. I thought maybe I can climb the ladder from the opposite side, but it just doesn't let me. Don't seem to be able to do either of those things. Oh, well, maybe there's something I can attach that new grappling hook buckle to. But I don't see anything. Oh, here it is, here it is. Nice.
Head for the roof. They won't expect that.
Here she comes!
They won't expect it. I think they bloody well expected it.
She's in the air duct.
I can't see anything.
Mach schnell! Toten Sie ihr!
Alright, this should be quick. I know what to do.
Head for the roof. They won't expect that.
She's in the air duct.
So it gives me something new to attach to. Alright, what I think I need to do is make my way over here. Get up to the tippy top. And then use this cutter to go across.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know.
These are some very well-made rain gutters. Oh God. Almost fell in the soup.
Goodness, are you all right?
Actually, I can make that happen. Just for you.
This is some party.
Where is she? Over here!
Any more, you bastards? Oops. Sorry, guy.
That's
I
rude.
don't think I don't know.
Goodness, are you all right?
Except I'm covered in soup.
I need more beer.
If you're lucky, I didn't kill you again.
She got away.
What did you say? I don't think I heard you.
She,
Say it!
she got away.
How is that possible? Perhaps you feel the odds were in her favor.
Nein, Fräulein Wagner.
Then you're admitting that you failed?
Jawohl, Fräulein Wagner. I should be punished.
My thoughts exactly. But how shall I punish you?
Electrocution would be painful, or perhaps a good beating. But I beg of you, please do not deprive me of the chance to hear you sing. I do not think I could take the pain.
Is that so? Then you have just decided your punishment. You will be prohibited from attending my motivational concerts for 1 week. For 2 weeks.
Please, be merciful.
I do not find pleasure in hurting you this way. But without proper discipline, this organization would fall to ruin. Kaput!
I understand. No singing for 2 weeks! Waha!
On second thought, perhaps that punishment is too inhumane. Let's go with electrocution instead, hmm?
Jawohl, Fräulein Wagner.
We should be directly over the wreckage. You'd better get going.
What happened to the chivalry? You're not going to tell me it's too dangerous for a wee little lass to go down there by herself.
I'm not the one that left the manifest and the captain's log aboard the ship.
Well, I'm not the one that scuttled the damn thing.
You want me to go?
No, I just wanted to argue about it. Wish me luck. Sending the divers!
Make sure you get the shipping manifest and the captain's log. Oh, and if you see a half-empty bottle of Lafroig floating about in my quarters, I'd be much obliged if you'd retrieve it for me.
Yes, sir.
You disgust me.
So?
You are a drunk and a coward.
You can say what you please about my hobbies and my hygiene, but I swear if you ever cast aspersions on my manhood again, I'll pound you. I'm not a coward.
Your threats don't frighten me.
A good beating might knock some of that ugly out of you. Care to find out?
I will be in my quarters rehearsing. I am not to be disturbed.
That's right. It's the rest of us who'll be disturbed, you bloody great banshee. I heard cats in heat that sing prettier than you.
Criticism is the refuge of those without the talent or discipline for the pursuit of art. I pity you.
And well you should. You call that belling of yours art. Fart is more like it.
Imbecile.
Fatty, 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 fat, fatty, fatty.
Ah, shark! Oh, another shark got me. No one said there would be sharks. Oh, I got my spear back. You follow me, shark. Did you ever see any of those like documentaries where they went like inside the Titanic and everything? Kind of reminds me of those. Alright, I'm kind of getting turned around now. Okay. Ooh, my health is low. Super duper low. Oh no! What got me? I didn't even see it. I think they followed me in. Because this is the same path that I came in through, and they were here on the way in. Oh wow, he got pinned to the wall. That's cool. Maybe he's in league with them. But yeah, we're likely what Samuel said. We came in the boat, they came in the submarine. I'm stuck, okay. Yeah, it wasn't a boat, it was a shoe. As requested. Get out of me alone, shark. Man. Sharks be scary, yo. Ow. Better Sentinel. Oh no, my path is blocked. Try another way. You jerk. can fit. I can fit. Ooh, my oxygen's getting low.
Any luck?
Aye, mostly bad. I was ambushed.
Ambushed?
Yeah, by divers. They came out of nowhere. Did you see anything up here?
Not a damn thing.
Well, I got what we came for. Let's head for shore.
Success at last, albeit overdue and underwhelming. Head to the war room for an update on the situation. Perhaps there is a shred of hope, after all.
These jerks again.
I can't believe this. She's late again. Where is that blasted girl?
Give her a break, Smithy.
About damn time. There's been a new development.
I heard about the Monte Carlo incident. Was it harm?
Indeed. They've just issued their demands.
What you know is that at precisely 1700 hours Greenwich Mean Time
Is that a
on
puppet?
September 19th, 1967, an explosion destroyed Club Metropole in Monte Carlo, Monaco, killing 47 people and injuring more than 100. What you do not know is that the source of the blast was not a mechanical device, but rather a man, Commissioner Maurice Albert. Because you are at least somewhat familiar with the research of Dr. Otto Schenker, you are therefore capable of comprehending both the plausibility of this claim as well as its implications. As we have demonstrated, our organization, HARM, possesses the recipe for a biological weapon of such insidious potential and singular destructive power that no one on the planet is safe. Unless our demands are met.
This is outlandish.
By now, I'm sure you have received the itemized list of our requirements. You have exactly 1 week to fulfill these requirements. If our demands are not met, we will be forced to discipline you. Already, we have infected prominent individuals in 36 major metropolitan areas around the world. The first of our unsuspecting victims will detonate at exactly 0600 hours on September 26th. The estimated death toll is 1 million people.
They're mad.
The remaining victims will detonate at 6-hour intervals thereafter. Once our terms have been met, we will deliver a list of infected persons as well as a quantity of antidote sufficient to curtail this catastrophe. However, because the deadline we have imposed is dictated by the chemical fuse inherent in the reagent itself, the sooner you comply with our wishes, the more time you will have available in which to administer the antidote. I assure you that you do not possess the medical means necessary to diagnose the infection, nor the technical means necessary to diffuse it. Therefore, it would be in your best interest not to squander valuable time on such useless endeavors. Furthermore, any attempts by your Secret Service organizations to interfere with HARM shall be severely punished. That is all.
A puppet?
Don't be fooled by the messenger. This situation is extremely grave.
They certainly expect us to swallow a lot of maybes. Maybe they're telling the truth about Monte Carlo. Maybe the consequences would be as dire as they predict. Maybe there's an antidote. Maybe they'll fulfill their end of the bargain.
I tend to agree with you, Agent Archer. But for the time being, I suggest we take them at their word.
The word of a puppet?
What are their demands?
Mr. Smith?
£50 million sterling, the continent of Australia, and an internationally recognized holiday to be known as Praise Be to Harm Day.
I don't see the point.
Presumably it is to praise harm.
Not in the holiday. In their demands. It's obvious we aren't capable of fulfilling them. HARM must want us to forfeit.
Nonsense. They may be madmen, but we have to presume they aren't completely irrational. Why even issue demands if their sole purpose were to cause destruction and chaos?
Perhaps they expect a partial capitulation. That way they can get what they really want, the 50 million pounds sterling. But they can also justify punishing us when we come up short on their other demands. It's obvious from the way they go on about their secret weapon that they're just itching to use it again.
You hardly have the experience necessary to support such speculations.
Archer may be onto something. In any case, Harm's motives are irrelevant. Our goal is to stop them, completely. No capitulation, no compromise.
What about their warning?
Once again, we must take them at their word. It is therefore imperative that we act swiftly and decisively. Our objectives are clear. We must obtain the list of infected individuals. We must get our hands on the antidote, and we must recover Dr. Schenker.
And Volkov?
He's only a threat if he knows what we're up to. If our theories are correct about Agent Lowry, Volkov shouldn't be much of a concern.
What if your theories aren't correct?
Then may God help us all.
I hope we can come up with a better plan than that. What about the information we got off the ship?
Well, the containers you photographed weren't accounted for on the shipping manifest, which comes as little surprise. However, much of the cargo aboard the freighter was on its way to a chemical plant in southern England.
Not much to go on.
Be that as it may, it's better than sitting on our hands waiting to find out if Archer's correct about Harm's intentions.
And the captain's log?
Useless.
Shite.
Tell us about this chemical plant.
It's owned by Dumas Industrial Enterprises.
Dumas? As in Baron Archibald Dumas?
What do you know about him?
Only what I've read in the papers. Apparently, he's a reclusive chap who spends much of his time hunting big game in Africa and Southeast Asia. No one knows much about him except that he inherited the company from his father about 10 years ago.
We're counting on you to discover whether or not he's connected to Harm.
And if he is?
First things first. For now, try to get an audience with the man. Size him up. We need to know what sort of fellow we're dealing with.
Your best bet is to see if you can catch him at the chemical plant. There's also a corporate office up north, but apparently he doesn't spend much time there.
Whatever you do, don't jeopardize your cover. It's imperative that we take Harm by surprise.
Understood.
I have a hunch we're getting close. If this lead pays off, we'll be one important step closer to victory.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics. We've cooked up a stunning new perfume for you. It temporarily blinds and dazes anyone caught in its influence. Do be careful not to spray it upwind.
Excuse me, fella. Like a flash bomb.
This little fellow is one of our most refined inventions.
Puppy!
The P421 Canine Persuader. Just start it up with this convenient pull cord and set it on the ground. Using sophisticated olfactory sensors, the P421 will seek out the nearest dog within its range and release a cloud of pheromone gas designed to enamor canines of either sex. Quite useful for incapacitating bothersome guard dogs. Use your robotic poodle to distract the guard dog.
Oh, he's got little hearts. He's got a robo friend. That's pretty great.
Excellent.
It is possible that the reclusive Baron Archibald Dumas is somehow connected to the disappearance of Dr. Schenker. It will be up to you and Agent Goodman to establish the link, if it even exists. The first step is to meet the Baron in person and size him up. Whatever you do, don't blow your cover.
You think having a robot dog would blow my cover?
Good morning. How may I help you?
We've an appointment with Baron de Mont.
I'm sorry, but are you sure it was today? The Baron usually reserves Mondays for golf. Tuesdays and Thursdays are for skeet shooting, Wednesdays for fishing, and Friday afternoons for backgammon.
Sounds like a busy schedule. How does he find time for appointments?
His lordship reserves Friday mornings between 11 and 11:15 a.m. for business matters.
Well, I'm positive today was the day.
Could you take another look at the appointment book?
I suppose, but I can't see that it will do any good. The Baron's routine is quite established. Would you excuse me for a moment?
That should keep her busy for about 10 minutes, poor lass.
All right, wait here just in case. I'll find the Baron's office and see if I can dig up some incriminating evidence.
I've got a better idea. You wait here and I'll snoop around.
No way, Sugar Pie. Remember what happened last time?
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads. You lose. Sugar Pie.
2 out of 3?
Don't be a sore loser.
Fine, but stay sharp. If you're seen, the mission's blown. If the Baron figures out you were in his office, the mission's blown. If you hurt anybody...
The mission's blown, I know.
Just remember what I said.
It has come to our attention that employees are dropping flammable paper, cigarette butts, and matches into company garbage cans. This is a fire hazard. Please cease this activity.
I'm not sure I agree with your conclusions.
Why not?
I'm not sure I agree with your
Did you see what she did with her hair? It's horrid. I knew.
What is she doing? Hey, don't set the alarm off. Don't set the alarm off. I want to hear some of these conversations back here.
I'm not sure I agree with your conclusions.
Why not?
I'm not sure I agree with your conclusions. I'm not sure I agree with your conclusions.
Why not?
Prevent me from listening to the things.
I'm not sure I agree with your conclusions.
Why not?
Well, your methodology seems a bit suspect.
What's wrong with it?
How should I put this? Basically, you quote... I'm not sure I agree with your conclusions.
Why not?
Well, your methodology seems a bit suspect.
What's wrong with it?
How should I put this? Basically, you quote your mother-in-law to support your theory.
Thought you had some pretty interesting things to say.
Never mind.
Did you see what she did with her hair? It's horrid. I know. Short is fine. Look at Audrey Hepburn in Roman Holiday. But it's just so... mannish. Well, at least you didn't have to listen to her mother lament about it for 3/4 of an hour. Yes, can you believe it? The poor dear was distraught, and who could blame her?
Are you talking about Flora?
Yes! I know you did. We all did, but she doesn't listen.
I told her not to do it.
That's what Melanie was just saying.
Melanie.
Oh, just Fran being an eavesdropper.
It's not eavesdropping when a person's yelling down a hallway.
Pipe down, you busybody. No, not you. Fran's teasing me. Okay, I better go too. Are you free on Saturday? Well, let's get together, shall we? Are you free on Saturday, Fran?
Sure.
Fran's coming along too. Good, see you then. Bye.
How's Melanie anyway?
I think she's having troubles with Johnny.
Oh, poor dear.
I'm sure we'll hear all about it on Saturday.
Well, I guess Mel's got some plans on tomorrow. And I'm sorry to hear about Johnny. I always said you were too good for him. Alright, how can I do this without getting... What? How did I get seen? That's not fair. Maybe it was that lady waking up from the gas, and then she reported me. I didn't know how long it would keep her out.
Yes, Mr. Hilltop?
Would you be a dear and dig up the latest accident report?
Certainly, Miss...
Dang it. I wanted to hear the conversation with Evelyn about the accident report.
Yes, Mr. Hilltop?
Would you be a dear and dig up the latest accident report?
Certainly, Mr. Hilltop.
Oh, good, good. You look very nice today.
Thank you, Mr. Hilltop.
I'll be in my office if anybody calls for me.
So I know there's nothing in his office. So
Yes, Mr. Hilltop?
Ooh, okay. So I found the thing.
Yes, Mr. Hilltop?
Would you be a dear and dig up the latest accident report?
Certainly, Mr. Hilltop.
look very nice today. Would you be a dear and dig up the latest accident report?
Certainly, Mr. Hilton.
Ah, good. You look very nice today.
Thank you, Mr. Hilton.
I'll be in my office if anybody calls for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Hilton.
Would you be a dear and dig up the latest accident
I'm gonna look
report?
around.
Certainly, Mr. Hilton.
Ah, good. You look very nice.
Yeah, there's people all over. Okay, that just goes back to there.
Yes, Mr. Hilton.
Would you be a dear and dig up the latest accident report? Ah, good. You look very nice today. I'll be in my office if anybody calls for me. Evelyn,
Yes, Mr. Hilton.
would you be a dear and dig up the latest accident report?
Certainly, Mr. Hilton.
What? What happened there? I jumped to the wall.
Here it is.
Ah, good. You look very nice today. Good God.
Are you all right, Mr. Hilton?
Alright, so that's definitely the way I gotta go. Or at least where I gotta go first.
You look very nice today.
Thank you, Mr. Hilton.
I'll be in my office if anybody calls.
That's weird. I had it, and then I lost it.
Ah, good. You look very nice today.
Thank you, Mr. Hilton.
I'll be in my office if anybody calls for me.
Yes, sir.
Ah, good. You look very nice today.
Thank you, Mr. Hilton.
I'll be in my office if anybody calls for me.
Yes, sir.
What's the point of implementing safety regulations if no one abides by them? After 3 safety training courses in the past 2 months, you'd expect to see some decline in...
I didn't want to just walk in and take pictures of them. Got to look at them now. Dang it, that scared me. I'm terrible at doing it without getting myself caught in the flash. Alright, let's see if he comes after me. Leave me alone. If I shoot one of them, then I blow my cover. But at least I can look around. Trying to find... Can't. No, she's running to the alarm. Dang it. At least it's a lot easier to get around without the cameras. I just need to find the private office. Am I missing something here? If I were a private office, where would I hide? Oh no, they turned the alarm back on. Oh, never mind. Not sure how that guy didn't see me. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Alright, just so we're not wasting all night here. Yeah. Alright, this is his office. But where's the private office? Ooh, here we go. That was hard to find.
You like the Beatles?
Sure.
I wish they'd go on tour again.
Don't hold your breath.
Well, as long as they keep making records, I'm happy. I just hope they don't break up.
I think it's in the 60s or 70s. Late 60s, early 70s.
Any luck?
Plenty. Do you trust me now?
Nope.
Now then, let's see if, we can't sort this confusion out, shall we?
That's all right. Perhaps we can reschedule at a more convenient time.
Certainly. How about Friday at 11 a.m.?
Perfect. See you then. I want to take a look around in there.
Good idea, but it's my turn.
Heads or tails?
You got to go last time.
Heads or tails?
I'm going, you're staying. No arguments, no coin toss.
Don't be such a Jessie. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails. You lose. Again.
I'm in charge here. I give the orders, you take the orders.
Well, now that we've decided who's going in, what are your orders, sir?
All right. I'll help you get inside, but you'd better be careful. If anyone sees you, liquidate him before we can set off an alarm. And stay clear of security cameras.
Don't worry.
Photograph anything that looks suspicious and collect as much intelligence as you can. Files, correspondence, dossiers, anything.
Aye, aye, sir. Excellent orders, sir. I look forward to following them.
Give me a few seconds head start.
A puppy. He's okay. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that was him. Thought it was a dog at first.
Was it any good?
Something about this Venusian society.
Oh, I saw that one. It was kind of weird. But they're all pretty weird if you ask me.
True.
That Diana Rigg is one fine specimen.
She sure is. I wouldn't mind getting roughed up by her.
Alright, let's go see the dog again. Dog. Aww. Yeah, he kind of has been whooping around there. Screw that. Poor puppy. Was it the dog or the camera? I thought it was the camera. I watch for that same damn camera we were just talking about.
Was it any good?
Something about this Venusian society.
Oh, I saw that one. It was kind of weird. But they're all pretty weird if you ask me.
True.
That Diana Rigg is one fine specimen.
She sure is. I wouldn't mind getting roughed up by her.
Did you inspect that faulty pump like I asked you to?
Yeah.
Then perhaps you know why it's not working.
You, didn't see my report?
No, I did not.
I put it on your desk yesterday.
Did you? And what exactly did your report say?
That the pump needed to be replaced.
Why didn't you replace it?
You asked me to inspect it and file a report.
Did I?
I'm fairly sure.
Perhaps you'd care to accompany me back to my office and help me locate this report of yours.
I'm supposed to go on patrol.
Then stop by as soon as your shift is over.
Yes, sir.
got one of the ledgers that I need. Okay, just make sure they didn't want the one he was holding. What? Oh. And now I'm back where I started. That was great. I'm gonna do it again. Just sit on the train. We go to France. We go to Poland. We go to Kenya. We go to Thailand. And now we're back. That was a great little touch there. After all that journey.
Just stressed.
What's wrong?
My mother-in-law's coming into town this weekend.
You don't get along with her?
She hates me. Actually, it's mutual.
How long is she here for?
A month.
Oh my God!
I'm scared of what I'm going to do.
I guess your wife would probably be upset if you threw her in front of a train.
Yes, I thought about it, but I think it would just create a lot of tension. Even if she couldn't prove it was me, she'd always wonder, you know?
So, what's your plan?
Be a man about it. Life's all about lessons. I guess I just need to learn how to put up with my mother-in-law without killing her.
That's philosophical of you.
do I go to get deeper into the place? Oh.
Hello, what have we here? Sergeant Magnus Armstrong. Well, well. It was Armstrong, all right. I'm sure of it.
Excellent work, Archer.
What do you want us to do now?
Try to interview the Baron at his estate. We need to know if he's involved.
You think it might be someone within the organization?
I'm hoping that you and Goodman can answer that question.
Aye, sir. We'll do our best. Let's go.
Tails.
Heads.
Damn it!
Ah, don't pout. Your eyes get all small and piggy when you're sulking.
How are you planning on getting in there anyway?
I'll charm my way in.
Well, I hope you brought some secret charm powder or something, otherwise you're in big trouble.
I've got better weapons in mind.
Like what?
You've been staring at them all afternoon.
Huh?
Yes?
Good afternoon. My name is Mia Haig. I'm from Men of Influence magazine.
Men of Influence? What on earth are you doing here?
This is the residence of Baron Archibald Dumas, is it not?
Yes?
Baron Dumas certainly seems to qualify as a man of influence, wouldn't you say?
I suppose it would depend on how you choose to define influence.
He is the president of Dumas Industrial Enterprises.
Ah.
He's wealthy.
True.
He's well respected. He's dashing. He's debonair.
Listen, this is all very educational, but what exactly do you want?
I was hoping to profile Baron Dumas for our Perfect Lives series. Each month we cover a different person whose lifestyle and disposition exemplify perfect living.
And you wish to include his lordship in this series?
Yes, the idea is to penetrate the myth and get to know the man, his pastimes, his ambitions, his accomplishments, the things that make him tick.
I see.
He's a model aristocrat.
Ah.
Someone our readers can look up to.
Of course. Will you excuse me for a moment, Miss Haig? I don't think I could forgive myself if I were to let this sublime opportunity pass by. I will discuss your request with his lordship and return presently with his answer.
Thank you.
Please, wait here. I shan't be a moment. Very well. His lordship has agreed to see you.
Excellent.
This should be amusing.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Follow me, please. Miss Haig, sir.
Splendid. Show her in.
I'll leave you to your interview, darling. I'll be shopping for the rest of the afternoon.
Yes, yes. Have a marvelous time, Chipmunk.
Don't call me that.
As you wish, my love. Pip-pip.
He's rather larger than I expected.
Ah, yes. He's a big bundle of charisma and intelligence. If you're lucky, perhaps he'll regale you with his rousing safari adventures.
Good day, Baron Dumas.
Goodness, had I known you would be so sumptuous, I might have preened. Care for a drink?
No, thank you. It's a little early for me.
Well, I'll indulge for us both in that case. I hope you'll pardon me for saying so, but you're a ravishing girl. Simply ravishing.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure your wife feels absolutely spoiled by your abundant charm.
Oh, she's a lucky old crow, I'll grant you that. Now then, Giles tells me you want to profile me for this magazine of yours. Men of Influence, was it?
Yes, each issue we cover a different person in our Perfect Lives series, someone whose lifestyle and achievements serve as inspiration for our readers.
Jolly good. You've come to the right place. That will be all, Giles.
Actually, sir, I thought it might be worthwhile for me to stay, in case the young lady should desire anything at all.
Splendid idea. Pip, pip.
Yes, sir. I'll be right over here if you require anything, Miss Haig.
Thank you. Baron Dumont, do you mind if I record our interview? I'd rather devote my attention to you than to my notepad.
And who could blame you? Record away, my dear. So then, where shall we begin?
Clearly, it takes a savvy, intelligent individual to succeed in business the way you have. What's your secret?
Well, I suppose it takes a solid appreciation of the fundamentals of business success. Once you have that, the rest is easy.
What's the most heroic thing you ever did on safari?
Yeah, splendid question. Well, I once wrestled a lion to the ground and strangled it to death with my bare hands. Yes, I remember now. My porter had injured his leg and was about to be mauled.
Dear Lord! Dear Lord, how courageous!
Yes, indeed.
Oh, one doesn't really stop to think about these things. One merely acts.
It's amazing you didn't come to harm.
Yes, well, the Dumas lineage is renowned for resourcefulness and fortitude.
I'm sure a man of your education is as broadly read as he is charming. What works of literature have you found most influential?
Ah, yes, literature, one of my favorite subjects. I've always said that to read is to experience the literary wisdom of wise men.
Very well said. And who are some of your favorite authors? Hemingway, Melville, Dostoevsky?
Precisely. Good guess. Shall we proceed to the next question?
What's the most dangerous animal you ever faced?
I once squared off against a silverback gorilla.
A silverback gorilla?
Yes, a huge, ferocious, man-eating beast.
Man-eating?
Quite so.
But I was under the impression that gorillas were herbivores and very gentle and less threatened.
Well, that's true of some gorillas, but this was one of the dreaded man-eating gorillas of Pakistan.
I wasn't aware there were gorillas in Pakistan.
Well, that's because few lived to tell of them, you see.
Well, it's fortunate that you did.
Agreed. Silverbacks are by far the most dangerous animals to hunt.
I was under the impression that that distinction went to Cape buffalo.
Nonsense. Cape buffalo are just glorified cows.
Is there anything that can strike fear into the heart of such a stalwart hunter as yourself?
Frankly, no.
Really? Nothing at all?
Not that I can think of.
Not even centipedes?
Oh, dreadful things. Yes, I suppose, perhaps centipedes.
Personally, I'm terrified of rats.
Oh, God, yes. Those beady, evil little eyes and sharp little vermin teeth. Horrible animals, especially in a mob.
And spiders.
Oh, don't even mention them.
How did you become so courageous?
Oh, just something one's born with, I suppose.
I imagine you've traveled to many exotic locales across the globe in your many daring adventures. Is there any place you favor above all others for hunting?
Ah, most certainly.
Let me guess. Kenya.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't speak a word of Chinese.
But Kenya's in Africa.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the one in China.
All right, then. How about Bengal?
Cold weather doesn't agree with me.
Rhodesia?
Heavens.
Madagascar?
Not on your life.
Where, then?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm quite fond of Bristol.
Partridge?
Pandas. Giant pandas.
Bristol, England?
Yes, indeed.
I wasn't aware of any giant pandas in Bristol.
Well, they're imported.
I see. Was that a gazelle trophy in the foyer?
Ah, yes. Beautiful creature, isn't it?
I'm sure it was lovely when it was alive. Aren't they quite fast?
Indeed.
You must be quite a marksman.
True, although I was rather close in this particular instance.
How close?
5 yards, I should think.
I'm impressed. Stalking a gazelle within 5 yards?
I didn't really stalk it, per se.
How did you get that close?
Well, it was in a pen, you see.
Pardon?
What?
Some years ago, it occurred to me that all that traipsing about in the wilderness is a dreadful waste of time. I concluded that since what I really want is a handsome trophy to hang on my wall, why not simply put the beast in a pen out in the yard and shoot it there? Save myself the bother of tracking it all over creation.
Why not just buy trophies, then?
Some men might be satisfied with that sort of compromise, but I only display animals I've collected myself. There's no honor in buying a trophy now, is there?
How efficient. Is there a message you'd like to share with your many admirers?
Good hunting, my humble devotees.
Well, that's all the questions I prepared. I must confess, I'm positive this will be our most popular Perfect Lives installment yet.
Oh, you think so?
Absolutely. Rarely does nature combine so many excellent qualities in one man. Our readers will be fascinated, and maybe even a bit envious.
One can hardly blame them.
What I don't understand is where such a busy man finds the time to be a successful business tycoon, loving husband, daring hunter, astute philosopher, cultivated humorist, etc. Aren't you overwhelmed?
Well, one learns to delegate. For example, although you wouldn't guess it, I'm only peripherally involved with Dumas Enterprises these days. Strictly in an advisory capacity, you see, to keep the company on track.
How ingenious.
Oh, well, I have my moments.
But isn't it an awful risk to hand over operations to someone less accomplished in the subtleties of enterprise than yourself?
Actually, it's safer that way.
Really?
Yes, you see, in my experience, the less one knows about running a business, the less he can screw up. I make all the important decisions. The rest is just, paperwork.
Still, you wouldn't want your competitors getting their hands on that paperwork.
Oh, quite true. But we have a very large safe in which to store it.
Safes can be cracked.
No, not this one. Even if someone could get inside, he'd still have to get past the security system.
Sounds daunting.
Oh, it is. There are invisible beams.
Infrared?
Exactly! If you touch one of them, the doors lock and poison gas is released into the safe.
How terrible.
Oh, I'd like to meet the burglar who could get in there.
It would take a lunatic even to attempt it.
Or a fool.
Thank you for your time, Baron Dumont. It's been an eye-opening experience.
I'm happy to oblige. Never turn your back on a worthy cause, I always say.
A worthy meal is more like it. Well done, Agent Archer. You may redeem yourself yet. In the meantime, don't get cocky. There's still work to be done. Command will fill you in on the details. Report there immediately.
Is it possible he was putting on an act?
I don't think so, sir. I'm fairly confident the man is an imbecile.
I heard the tape and I gotta agree.
Still, it's clear that Dumas Industrial Enterprises is somehow linked to harm.
Well, didn't the Baron say that he wasn't really running the show anyway? Who's the vice president of the company?
According to our research, his name is Damascus Valentine.
DV.
What?
His initials, Damascus Valentine, Dmitry Volkov. Coincidence?
Seems rather tenuous.
But nonetheless intriguing. In any case, we need to know what's in the safe the Baron mentioned to you. It won't be easy, naturally, but it could be the key to this investigation.
I'm looking forward to the challenge, sir.
That's the spirit. Mr. Smith, what did intelligence find out about the building?
It's a veritable fortress. Not only is there a suspiciously large and well-trained security staff, but they've also invested heavily in high-tech surveillance equipment, cameras, infrared alarm systems, the works.
They must really have something to hide.
Our thoughts exactly.
So what's the plan? Who is going inside?
You are.
What? Why her? It's way too dangerous for a woman.
Oh, don't start with that again.
Before joining Unity, Agent Archer was something of an expert in, covert infiltration, one might say.
Breaking and entering, others might say.
Whatever the case, this assignment calls for stealth and subtlety.
Yeah, I know. Subtlety isn't my specialty. I still think it's too dangerous for her to go in alone.
Which is why you'll be providing a distraction for her downstairs.
I like the sound of that.
How do I get inside?
Attempting entry on the ground floor would be suicide, even for an expert like Ms. Archer. The only way in is through the roof access.
What did you have in mind? Am I going to have to parachute in?
Too imprecise. Fortunately, there's an alternative. Dumas Enterprises is erecting a second skyscraper right next to its corporate headquarters. Our surveillance photos suggest that if you can get to the top of the new building, you can use a crane to cross over to the roof of the old one.
The surveillance photos suggest that this is possible?
It will be close. You'll have a zip cord to cut the difference.
I see.
Once you're inside the building, you'll need to locate the president's office and find the safe. Photograph anything remotely suspicious.
We don't want to tip our hand, so leave everything as you found it. The less they know about our mission, the better. Now then, time is of the essence.
Yes, sir.
Well, all right. I think this sounds like it's going to be a big mission, so I guess this is where I'm going to stop for tonight. And we'll pick up next time we play this game, probably in January sometime. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, this game is pretty funny. I like its sense of humor.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics.
Anyway, let me save. Have a good night, everyone.